Hey guys, I'm back. I missed you. I'm becoming a better, more charitable person. I recently joined forces with my Filipino model brothers and sisters for a Typhoon Yolanda Relief Gala. Have you seen Philippines' Next Top Model?
Oh yeah.
And they have like a pale girl on there, like he could work all over Asia. In modeling, we have age range, but we also have race range. It's like how many different countries you could represent. Sometimes people think I'm Mexican, so I like to think that my race range is pretty intercontinental. I've thought a lot about my roots, what it means to be a Chinese, Thai, Filipino, Manchurian American. And I've realized what really matters. Asians. So I'm starting this new agency called the Asiancy, and it's going to be all Asians. I think there's really a demand for more diversity in what we do. Like I want more Filipino models, more Mongolian models, New Guinea, North Korean models.
What about Indian, Asian people?
That's a subcontinent.
Okay.
Today we're filming a PSA to help out the Philippines because of Typhoon Haiyan. My mom's Filipino. On November 8th, Typhoon Haiyan struck the Philippines. It was the most intense tropical cyclone ever recorded. I think we look really good together. Can you take a picture of all of us? I'm saving the Philippines one model at a time, and we look great doing it. I feel like I should be wearing one of those t-shirts that says Asians do it better. Yeah, so for the agency, I'm looking for a good comprehensive board, an Asian girl next door, underwear models, like Asian hunks.
I train Muay Thai twice a day.
That's Thai kickboxing?
Correct.
You're a bespoke Thai kickboxer.
What inspired you to start the agency?
As a casting director, it's annoying to have to go to every single agency to find that one Indian model. We can just have them all in one place, so it's easier for me. The agency is kind of like a union with no rights. Basically, it's also going to be an app. It's going to use like geolocation tracking, so we can always track Asians. I'll see you later. We'll discuss contracts. I'll email you. This one's really cool, but I think, the agency is more than just Korean. This looks like a dating service, AsianFriendFinder.com. And I wanted to go over some of these logos with you. So Umberto Leon is a branding guru. He's a social yogi. He is a fashion ninja.
The idea is if I am trying to cast an Asian model.
Yeah, and we also have a mobile app. So you
I
can
see.
track them down. It's like Tinder.
I mean, I definitely like to play on the word Asiancy. Sometimes I do feel like I get the run around. Somebody will say, oh, that person's sick, or that person's not coming, that person has visa issues. That doesn't look like Asian hair on that girl. This one looks a little bit too much like the Ford logo. I don't know, it feels more like a muffin than an agency.
I kind of like this one with the white font. It's like
serifs.
Asians are coming out of the dark and into the forefront.
Oh, I didn't really see it that way, but
This is our new logo.
maybe it's racist, maybe it's ahead of its time. I don't think so, but I don't know.
Have you ever felt racism in the fashion industry?
I think those are instances that I try to block out.
You know how every season they do like those graphs? 90% of the models were white again. I want to change that graph. We say niche, but that's also another word for tokenism. Diversity is not hiring one token Asian. It's just really not fair to fight for one spot, especially when there's so many Asians.
One is the loneliest number. Fairfield County is where I'm from, and it's just really white.
Did you feel like a wasp stuck in an Asian body?
I mean, I was trying to wear Abercrombie and Uggs, and then I realized it just wasn't me.
Ping. Do people make fun of you a lot for having that name?
They say, oh, it's a pink. And I say, no, it's pink like pong. And they love it.
I mean, I deal with it because it pays my bills.
It really hurts to hear about the blatant racism these models have to go through. I mean, they're children. They're just Asian children. A lot of the Asian models are actually in Asia, surprisingly. For example, this is Yuning from China. She's in China right now, probably visiting her parents for Chinese New Year. It's going to be a challenge flying them all in. Looks like the agency is turning into a travel agency.
So like, how legit is this?
It's legit. I mean, I'm just starting
Do I have
it.
a URL?
Suju Park is the figurehead of my DAO. It's really important to have Suju sign on to the agency. You're my all-American blonde who happens to be Asian.
What are the other perks?
Okay, the agency is also a geolocation service, so clients will know where you are at any given time.
Wait,
So,
but I wouldn't want that.
okay, Suju, just because you made it doesn't mean that you can't fight for our rights. There's tens of thousands of little Asian girls who are blonde who open that magazine and see themselves in you. You have to do it for them. You have to do this for me.
When he pulled out that example about the little blonde Asians, I mean, I don't think they even exist.
Suju has shown some reluctance to my recruiting tactics, but we all have to make sacrifices, and it's for the greater good. I'm pitching the agency to the Asian Illuminati tonight. Wish me luck. Any successful startup is innovative because it solves a problem. It's disruptive. And I'm solving that problem of finding Asian models when there aren't any. The agency is a one-stop shop. It's kind of like the Seamless of Asian models, or like the NSA. If you have any doubts about the agency, I could talk about it all day, but I'd rather show you. Hi, I'm Preston Chonsamway, and I'm here to introduce you to the agency, an all-Asian modeling agency for Asian models. Some people in the fashion industry don't think Asian models count as racial diversity. 60% of the world's population is in Asia, but only 8% of all models are Asian. Fashion weeks are getting whiter. Shame on you. The agency will restructure the very foundation of the modeling industry, but it's also a crowdsourced app, geolocation service, and a charitable nonprofit organization. We, as Asians in fashion, must do our part. Okay, does anyone have any questions?
I mean, I have a little question. Do you feel this is like a little racist?
I think it's post-racist. Some exoticism is good. For example, the fortune cookie. No one eats it in China, but it's become the financial pillar of Asian America.
I understand you wanting to capitalize on the Asian model market. I'm just wondering if that's going to affect, all the other agencies. And is Preston going to see this? Is it going to be okay if I just say what I really feel? I think there's something mentally wrong at this point.
Eventually, this has the potential to grow. We could start the Asian fashion cafes. We could have a whole franchise. We could offer fusion.
He's just such a creative genius, and his vision is endless.
I want to draw on every Asian model in the world, and thousands more. We're going to be grooming tall babies from birth until they're ready to walk the Great Wall of China. Today a mobile app, and tomorrow, the world. I wish all Asians were models.
You want it, come and get it now.